tell me your question. You want to graph an inequality?
Yeah, I'm graphing an inequality, and I don't know what else to do about how to graph it.
Okay, so
Like,
what's the inequality?
It says y is less than x plus 1. Like,
So y is
graphed
less than x plus 1, and you have to graph it?
yeah, I graphed it, but I don't know if it's a dash line or a solid, and I don't know if it's like above or beyond, like shaded.
Okay, let me see if I can help you out. So when you're graphing an inequality, we want to start with your regular 4-quadrant graph, sorry. And were you able to graph the x plus 1?
Well, I went just like up 1 and then up 1 over 1. I don't know if that's right.
Perfect. So you started then by graphing the equation, the y equals x plus 1, where our 1 is that the y-intercept, and then the slope is 1. Okay, so you got that far.
Yeah,
so,
but I don't know that dash or solid and where to change above or below.
Wonderful. Okay, so what Cassandra is saying is that she's gotten the graph already she knows where her boundary line is going to be, which is you graph y equals x plus 1. And so she has her boundary line, but she's not sure about if she's supposed to have it dashed or solid and where to shade whenever you're graphing an inequality. So general rules, if you have just a regular less than or greater than, we're going to have a dashed boundary.
Okay.
And then if we have less than or equal to and greater than or equal to, then we have a solid boundary. So based on that, which would you think that this one is? Is it solid or dashed?
This one will be dash.
Yeah, good. You got it. So because we are just a regular less than, we're going to have a dashed boundary.
Yeah.
And then the way that you tell where to shade is by looking at how does your y value relate to your boundary. So your boundary is at x plus 1, and it says y is greater than or less than your x plus 1.
It's less than.
Okay, so if your y is going to be less than your boundary, your x plus 1 boundary, do you think you would shade above or below that graph?
Well, if it's less than, then it's probably like in the negative, like below.
Mm-hmm. You got it. Exactly. We want our y value to be smaller. Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So if it said greater than, where would you shade?
I would shade above.
Wonderful. Awesome. Did that help, Cassandra?
Yes, it did.
Thank you so much for
so much.
calling.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.